everyone. First, I'd like to thank Sewa for inviting me to be here this evening to be with all of the recipients. I just want to say that all the volunteer work that you do is so important, not only to Parsippany, Morris County, the state of New Jersey, to the United States of America and the world, because you see, we all survive, not just on working, but what really gets us where we need to be are people that volunteer. Because where would we be without our EMS and our fire and our churches and different groups and a group like yours, which is an amazing group for young people to learn at a very young age, to develop the desire to volunteer. I can tell you I started my day off this morning very early, and I wasn't dressed like this at all. I had rubber boots on, I had winter wear and gloves, and I was over at Servo's nursery loading Christmas trees. We loaded 300 Christmas trees into tractor trailers to take to military bases in Texas. So that's what we were doing this morning, and it's such a good feeling. Isn't it a good feeling when you do something to help people? You know, I am where I am, and I really attribute it to being a volunteer, because that's how I started my life. I volunteered with my church, I taught Sunday school, I volunteered them politically. And in my 20s, a very young 20s, I didn't like what I saw happening in my community. And somebody challenged me and said, well, why don't you do something about it? So I did. I ran for political office to be a councilwoman. And in my 20s, I won. I won my first race. And it was what got me there was the volunteering. Even politically, I was volunteering. I worked in the polling places. You know what they all are. I was volunteering at the polling places. I was helping my grandparents who were involved in the community. So it grew me into where I really am today. I worked in municipal government. I worked in county government. I worked for Governor Christie. And then, as you heard in my introduction, my late husband was the Republican leader for New Jersey at the State House, and went to the State House one day, and he never came home. He had a heart attack, but what was he doing? He was serving people. He was working hard for everybody. And believe me, when you're in a position like this, it's not work. 99% of it is serving your community, and that's what you're supposed to be there for, not for oneself. As I always say to everybody, I have a title. Yes, I am an assemblywoman. I'm a New Jersey legislator, but I do not live by my title. I live by my name. Because you know, when my title is gone, my name is always there. So I will strive to work hard and do what I have to do for all of you. You know, I represent Morris, Essex, and Sussex, or Morris, Passaic, and Essex. I have 13 towns. I have 267 constituents that I work for. That doesn't stop me from representing all the people of New Jersey, because that's what I'm supposed to do. So I say to each and every one of you that received your award today, or I should say appreciation from the President of the United States, how awesome is that for what you've done? So the President can wish you well and thank you, and so can the state of New Jersey. So I deliver thank you from the state of New Jersey for everything you do. And I'm going to say, for each and every one of you, as I look out in your yellow shirts, there's people that stand behind you, and that is your parents. And I thank them for doing what they do to raise you right. teach you and make you, not make you, but you understand through them the betterment in life. And that is to volunteer and to help others. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do. Talking about blood drives, talking about different things in the community. Do you know how important that is? So there's so many valuable lessons that each and every one of you are learning to carry on through your lives. But I'm going to say this as I say when I speak at Eagle Awards and the Girl Scout Golden Awards, and I do go to them, it's great on your resume. So what you're doing is the beginning of starting your career in life. So continue, push hard, talk to others, get them to volunteer, because that's what our world is really, the foundation is made of. So thank you for inviting me here. Thank you so much. I do volunteer. I'm a member of the Parsippany Rotary, and I also am a member of the Parsippany Kiwanis. And I do a lot of other volunteer work, but I'm going to tell you two things that have mattered to me today that are important was loading those trees and handing out these certificates. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Cross. Very inspiring and information speech for all our Sewa leads. Thanks, Vanjay. Let us give a big round of applause. So as we move on, now I would like to invite Parulji Patel to conduct the cultural activities for this evening.